Hi, this is the third video in the series for Digitizer and Smooth Draw. So the Smooth Draw application that I explained in the previous video, when you load it, it has white background, and with some usage and also from the suggestion of others, I realized that we should have black background because it looks more better. Okay, so I'll click on the behind square here and I'll select black, click on close. That is the background color, and foreground color could be any of these. Okay, now I'm going to use my stylus, and as I said, I have a digitizer like this, and whatever I write on this, you can see it is getting written on the screen. And as we write, we should not look on the digitizer, but we should look at the display directly. Okay, so let me place my digitizer on the table, and I'll just quickly do undo so that I get rid of whatever scribbling I had made. Now, so again, when I clicked on background color, it did not change, so I'll have to use this bucket or fill icon and let the foreground color be white, and I'll put it like this. Okay, so as you can see, the whole canvas has become black, and after that I'll have to select the pen or brush tool. So once I press the brush tool, and when I move, I'll be able to write. Now but nothing is happening because the foreground is also black, background is also black. So I'll click on this foreground color and select maybe yellow. Okay, now when I write something, it looks fairly well. Okay, and as you can see, there's a lot of space here and this side. Okay, so hence it's always better we can use some form of increase of the size. Okay, so to do that, what we'll do is we'll go to canvas and we'll click on resize. Okay, and in my case I would want, so the maximum height that can be added is 4096 pixels. Similarly, the maximum width also will be 4096 pixel, 4096 into 4096. If I click on OK, now you can see the canvas comes from here, and I'll just show you how much it is. So I'll just mark something here, and then we can further scroll on the right side. So this is a pretty big canvas which can accommodate uh, as many as 15 such screens. So for example, I can have 3 horizontal scrolls, and similarly I can have, so I'm just marking so that we'll zoom out and we'll see how many such screens can be shown. Okay, so there is a zoom option. If I go to 25% zoom, now you can see uh, in 100% zoom I can have 3 horizontal slides. If I scroll, and then 1 2 3 4 5, almost 5.5 vertical scrolls. So in a typical classroom, I set the canvas such in such a way that this is achieved. Okay, so we can start writing vertically down, and then we can horizontal scan and then further do like this. Okay, so an example I can probably show. Do you want to save? No. Let me show you some example file which I have used in my classroom. Okay, so this is at zoom level 100. If I go to 25%, you can see that this is how the classes were taken one after the other. I scroll down, and then further I go to the right side, and then again I scroll down. Okay, and whenever required, we can just paste images from anywhere. Like for example, this is an image that I have placed to solve a problem. So such images can also be placed in the software, and accordingly you can start using it with it. Okay. Another option you can try is with again background and foreground as basically background as black. So I can go to resize, and instead of width as 4096, maybe I'll use 1300 for my screen. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I think I should have unchecked this. So let it be 1300 and this will can be 4096. Okay, so now as you can see, this is vertically down. Okay, so I can go to 100% and the width is there. I can, depending on your monitor resolution, you can further increase. I think I can go for another 100. Let me go to resize and maybe another 100 I'll add and see. Yeah, so this is perfect. Okay, I can use 1400 pixel divided by 4096. So what we can do is we can start writing or we can start teaching. This is like slide 1. So whatever you want to teach, you can teach like that, and you can scroll and you can continue teaching. Okay, so you can keep on doing this scroll business till you say end of class. Okay, now this one, whatever you have drawn here, that if you want to distribute to your students, you can go and save this file. Let me save it as test file. Okay, test2 I'll call it. So this is scdoc. Sd doc means smooth draw document. Now the same can also be saved as a png file. Png is the image file which has good resolution. So I'll just save it as test2. Okay, now those files that you saved, the png file, when you send it to your students, it will appear like this. It's a big image and they can zoom in. Okay, and they can use scroll function in the image itself. So for example, this is slide 1. Further down they can start reading, and then further down they can keep going. Okay, yeah, so once you are happy with the smooth draw size, whatever you choose, either full screen or basically 4096 into 4096 or maybe 1400 into 4096, you can save this as a template. Okay, so that means I can save it as a document. Okay, and every time I start a new set of series, I can choose that template. So for example, I already have a template which I'll show it to you. So let me open the template file that I have, template 2. So this, I have few horizontal and vertical lines to give my I have drawn this manually. Okay, so these are individual screens. So if I go to 100%, so I'll be able to write here and then go next and then go next like that. Okay, yeah, so this is about how to configure smooth draw, and the colors have to be chosen basically wherever you go, and if you right click on it, so that color will be marked in the corresponding square. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.